Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Kevin and you should subscribe to my channel. That's too early, but still. So basically today I'm going to be giving you 10 6 tips, I mean six studying habits that you should stop. Yeah, six studying habits that you should stop. I know that a lot of people want to study and they wonder what is wrong with their studying routine and what is wrong with their studying everything, and you're probably looking for ways to quit or ways to stop some things. And so I am here to the first thing to stop is studying in bed. Okay, as much as it is very, very comfortable, that is the problem. You're not meant to be too comfortable when you're reading, because the moment you're too comfortable, then you can actually just easily fall asleep and just anything can happen, especially the falling asleep part. So you should actually stop reading in bed. You should try to have like a table and a chair that you should read on. And even if you're going to use the bed, just in case you do not have a table and a chair, you can sit on the ground, like sit on the floor. Then put your books on your bed. But do not relax so much on your bed, because at the end of the day, you are still going to sleep. And the thing about reading in the evening, in the night, is that as much as you try to fight it, the sleep will still be coming. The sleep will still be fighting with you. So both of you are doing battle. So it is better for you to have a better advantage over the sleep coming than for the sleep to just come and you're gone. The second the second habit that you should stop is not sleeping at all. As much as we want to do overnight reading and everything, you need to rest. Your body needs to rest. You cannot keep your body in so much work for so long, because if you don't rest, your body will make you rest. Like, if you overwork yourself, your body will ask for the rest, because when it is too stressed, it can't do anything, and when you can't do anything, you are useless. So it's better for you to have enough rest, enough sleep at the same time while reading. I know it can be very, very complicated to balance the both of them, but still you should try to sleep as much, even if it's not as much, but you should sleep enough for your head and for your mental health sake, because we already know Nigeria is already a lot of stress, so you don't want to add your personal health issues. And the third one, which a lot of people want to do, which it works for some people, I won't lie, it works for some people, but for me, I think it's unnecessary, is following a particular timetable. So a lot of people want to have a reading timetable, yeah, and it's fine, it's okay. But sometimes when you do not feel like, I don't know if it happens to every other person, because it happens to me. And sometimes I don't feel like reading a particular course and I just or subject, and I just leave it and just take another one, because like there's no point if you do not want to read it. Like, you should actually have interest. Yeah, I'm adding interest into this now. You should have to actually have interest in what you want to study. If not, you're just going to be reading it. And if you're just reading it and you're just skimming through, at the end of the day, you won't even exactly understand what you've read. You won't comprehend anything. So it's better for you to want to study what you want to study. So you do not have to stick to your timetable if you have one every time. You can mainly study what you feel like studying at a particular moment. But if you know the exam is coming and it's very close, you should try to like study everything actually, regardless of how much you like it, how much you hate it. I believe people hate particular courses sometimes. Like I hate a particular course, but I have no choice. You have to read it at the end of the day. So it's better for you to, you can read everything, but sometimes when you have the luxury to wait or to not read it at that particular moment, you should read or study what you want to study, not just any course that is on. Next one is studying only when you have exams. As as good as this sounds, it is a very, very terrible decision. It works for some people. Some people do not even have to read. Like, they are that lucky to not have to read. But people like other people like me, it's better for you to read. Don't risk your mental health, and don't go and be forcing one overnight something when exam is close. It's better for you to start reading from like when the semester starts, or when the term starts, or maybe you want to start reading from like the third week, fourth week, just basically revising everything they've taught you, so that when you actually want to read for exams, you will not have to spend as much time as you would when you did not even study at all, like during the week or during the course of the session before of the semester, before the exam time. So studying only when you have exams is not really the best. It works for some people, but it doesn't work for everybody. So it's better to not be testing your brain like that. And leaving the difficult courses for later. There is no later, because thing about difficult courses or courses we see as difficult is At the end of the day, if you want to rush it when the exam is close, you would not be able to cover it up. So you would not just do like a particular point, then you will not finish it. And then when you go to write the exam, you'll be going with a lot of doubt. And when you go to write an exam with while doubting yourself, it's very not so good, because you have to be confident enough to know that okay, I've read this thing to a particular extent. There's no way you can read your book finish. Like you can read the finish, but there's no way you know everything the lecturer wants to bring out. So even if you read like 90% of the book, of the textbook, or of the course, that's fine. But you cannot do not always leave the difficult ones for later. Even if you would read the easier ones like 3 times a week, 4 times a week, read the difficult ones once or twice. Because even if you don't read it consistently, you still have a little idea, a little kenny in your head. So you just take them and just continue from wherever you stop. And the last tip, the last study habits that a lot of students do that we need to stop is being lazy. You need to stop being lazy. If you're even going to read at all, you need to stop being lazy. Stop doing I can read it later, I can, and there's still time. There is no time. There is literally no time for anything, sir. Because time doesn't wait for you. So as time goes very fast. So do not be lazy. Like put effort, and actually know you're putting effort. You get, do not be lazy when you're reading, when you want to read. Do not keep on postponing it. It's not good. Do not keep on postponing it. I'll read it tomorrow, I'll read it later. Because I do this too. I postpone a lot, and it's not good. It's better for you to, oh, it's time for me to read now. Let me read. Let me actually read. Not that you'll be too lazy to get your book, or you'll be too lazy to get up from the bed, or you'll be too lazy to leave your phone, or you'll be too lazy to leave the series you're watching. Because recently I have been doing that a lot, and I think it's very bad. Because I did not leave what I was watching for a very long time before I realized that I have not even read for a long time. So it's better for you to not be lazy and actually be hardworking. You have to be hardworking towards almost everything, towards everything even, because it helps a lot. Now we've come to the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching to this point. If you did not watch to this point, thank you very much for watching it at all. If you're a new subscriber or a new viewer, if you're a new subscriber or a new viewer, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it for people who you think would need it, and comment. And you can comment. I mean, put in the comment section the things that are a little bit difficult for you to stop, and the habits you've stopped, and everything. Thank you.